You see our girl Camilla, QAMILA, Camilla. She ain't looking as good as she usually has, or she's seen brighter days for sure. But again, I have hope because because the sun is shining. We got good weather. It's not as cold as it used to be. I'm about to pour some water on her for sure. Let me get her going. All right, so go ahead, pour a little water on Camilla. Pour some water on her. And her roots are down here, so definitely want to make sure water gets to her roots. Flood that up a little bit. Just a little dash of water on. Quick read. Let's see what we got for today. Yes, thank you. Didn't even finish the noodles from yesterday, but that's all right. That means we got some food for today. Just wanted to do a quick read before I go get some cigars. Shout out to my friend Brooke. Shout out to my friend Brooke, yo. It's so cool. It's like, you just never see it coming, right? You never see it coming. And you never know where it's coming from. But I woke up this morning, saw my email, and it said, Brooke. I said, oh, snap. Me and Brooke got a funny story. But that's somebody long time at this point that I've known over 10 years. We don't always get to talk, you know what I'm saying? But when we do, we catch up on major life events, major things, major changes. And she sees what I'm going through, and she spared what she could. So I want to just say shout out to her. I'm going to be shouting her out even when I do the cigar talk too. When I get the cigar, I go a little more in depth about our story. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to Brooke, yo. She got her own thing going on, her own life. But even when I look back, I remember, I think I've spent Christmas with her family. Either the Christmas or Thanksgiving. I think it was Christmas though. And major things like her pops. I'm cool with her pops. Her, like, it's just all, that's somebody when I think back on, like, that, but we've had times where we've fallen out before though. We've had times we've fallen out before. And so, but at the end of the day, it's all love, man. It's all love. So, shout out to Brooke, yo. Shout out to Brooke. I'm be shouting her out all day for the visuals today. But just like her, Ashley, Josh Fatima, Avery, it's like certain people that's just like, yo. Like when somebody, it's both, it's tenfold. When somebody that you've known for so long invests into you and still believes in you, knowing everything that you've been through, and is still willing to invest in you, still willing to believe in you, still showing up for you. Because, you know, as you go along a certain path with certain people fall off. So it's cool to still have those people who still rock with you through transition. In the transition, through transition. And then people who don't know you at all, it's nice when they rock with you through transition. It's your transition. When you in transition, those people who were there before, who support you before and during, but the during is like the real time when, because it's like I'm switching, I'm transitioning, I'm moving in this direction now. And those people who still support, regardless of how you pivot, man, those are the people that's what you really start to take note of. That's what I take note of. And matter of fact, and it's not even about how much they do. It's just, what do they do? How do they support you? How do they show up for you, right? And but it's so big for me in a sense that it's literally, I write this John down. And it's in my book, Angel Investors. I call them angel investors. Like, and I just write everybody's name down. Even, and when I say it doesn't even matter that much, like Ifosa, I got his name written down and I know exactly what it was. He gave me $2 in quarters. Lori, all these people in the same day. Ifosa, $2 in quarters. Lori, $2 in cash. And then Mo, $5 and a hug. All in the same day, all in a Walmart parking lot. I write these stuff down, people who just invest in me on my path and my journey here. And some people have written multiple times. Some people have written multiple times. Boy. And so this page is actually full. This page is actually full. So I got to start a new page of angel investors. I had a dream this morning, but I didn't write it down, or I could have, you know what I'm saying, thought to at least write it down. But let's see, today's date is, I didn't journal yesterday? Yesterday was Thursday. Yesterday was Thursday. I didn't journal at all yesterday. But I know it's pretty much a chill day. I didn't really necessarily leave the house. But I know yesterday I came out here and I did a live. Yesterday was Thursday. I know I came out here and did a live. I was really chilling for real yesterday. What I do want to start off with today, though, is, did I text myself? Okay, so the last day I wrote down was on Wednesday when I went to Pottery with James. I gotta fill some more in there. Yesterday, I did not journal yesterday, but I didn't go anywhere. I know I did my reading. I was like, you know what? I kind of just need to chill. And it was about balancing, you know what I'm saying? I think the last few messages was about balancing and making sure that you are tending to and caring and mending for the relationships around us. And so I wanted to make sure I was stepping in and make sure I'm helping out around the house and stuff for my pastor. But I do for sure, I gotta say, woke up this morning. That's tough. And I think the crazy part was right before I saw the email this morning, I think I saw 777. And I think I saw something else right but after that too. I'm not sure which one though. So I'm going to. I did watch a little bit of Peaky Blinders, so I got halfway through a season 5. I got halfway through of season 5 on Peaky Blinders. So that means I finished the first 3 episodes. So today's cigar talk. Back to cigar talk. Today's cigar talk. I'll be doing episodes 1 through 3 of Peaky Blinders, and then I gotta go the Grand Theft Auto character, Chief Gihareh. Well, today, the focus today, I gotta commit. The focus today was shoes. The focus today is just shoes. And I plan on doing it real simple. You know what I'm saying? Because apparently, like, you look at all, like, some of these, like, some of even, like, the most basic viral videos are so simple. But I'm not a simple man. You know what I'm saying? And I'm an artist, so I got my shit always got to be super clean. Even if it's fucking simple, it has to be fucking immaculate. So what I plan to do is I got on all black. Now, honey, I can't give you the sauce. Y'all just gonna see. Y'all gonna see the visuals today. But I'm focusing on shoes today. Today I'm focusing on shoes. Yeah. Like, and I plan on getting 2 cigars just in case when I'm doing cigar talk, one go out too soon. I gotta make sure the visuals is lit. I gotta make sure I have a cigar straight and ready just for the visuals, baby. Just for the visuals. All right. As you can see, I'm hype. I'm hype as shit. So I'm ready. Actually, and because I'm not driving, I gotta get insurance first. See, but God knows what you need. You know what I'm saying? So how I kind of look at stuff is like, God knows what you need, right? My bandits tapping in. What's up, Juice? My bandits is tapping in. I like that too. All right, so the fact that God knows what you needs, and my pastor said it the best way. He's not a, oh, thank you for the light. Thank you for the light. Thank you for the light. I appreciate that. He doesn't do halfway blessings. He doesn't do halfway blessings. God is in the business of overabundance. God is in the business of abundance. So anytime I receive something, it's like, okay, if I got this much, then I can use this much for this. It's not enough to pay for. It's not enough to pay for a car note. It's not enough to pay for car insurance. Then that's not what the fuck it's for. If he's going to give me enough to pay for any and all of that. But if I got this much, it's like, well, use this shit to go do what you love to do and be creative. So definitely it's going to be at least 2 visuals today, minimum. 2. I got to do an episode of cigar. I got to go get the cigars, but I'm going to do an episode of Cigar Talk on season 1 through 3 of Peaky Blinders. And then I'm going to do visuals for Chief Gihareh, you know what I'm saying, with our Grand Theft Auto character. And so I might have to just, for inspiration, I might go to look up how the people change clothes on Grand Theft Auto. I might look to see that so I can kind of mimic it, maybe. But Chief Gihareh lives out his whip. So he changed clothes in the whip. He changed clothes in the car. So it's going to be simple for me, just as that. I'm on high. He said, I'm high right now. He said, I'm high right now. Higher than the mother right now. I'm careful, though. Yeah, you definitely got to make sure you're careful. Definitely got to make sure you're careful. At this day and age, you don't know what people putting in anything. So you always got to make sure. Once you got that right supplier, like, hey, man, don't change this shit up. This is what I like. This is what I need. Right here, bitch. You don't like people start switching shit up? All that stuff going on. All right, let me start with the rose deck. I'm excited. Tap in to do this read, and then I'm about to tap in with this joint, and then I'm gonna be back later today to do the visuals, baby. We're gonna be doing the visuals, baby. Make sure that shit clean, man. Cause all we wanna do, you know what I'm saying, get to that right little space, get to that buzz, you know what I'm saying, and then we straight, we good. We don't need all that extra shit. You don't need all them mixing shit and lacing it. Hell no. Just need a nice joint. That's why I'm gonna get the cigar today. And we're gonna be coasting. I'm gonna get on live, we're gonna be coasting. All right, let's go, let's get it, let's go. Let's get it, let's go. So, starting with the love deck. First energy is the energy that needs to be let go of. Second one is the one that needs to be kept. Last one is what needs to be learned. And the first two I read intuitively. So, energy that needs to be let go of. What is the energy that needs to be let go of? Matter of fact, let me stop playing. Let's get right. Let's get the candles lit, baby. We still burning Caribbean teak wood. I know that some weed makes you things are sweeter. Yeah, well, see, I never smoked weed, but sometimes certain things do have a certain taste, or it does. Oh, so like, but now I will say this though, not that I studied it, but there was like this video and it talks about it or whatever. Now, some things that are on display here are like, how do I say it? What did I say about it? It makes you, when you think about things, usually you can like, let it go. You know what I'm saying? But when you're at that high, you just don't let it go. You continue to think about it. Like you really say, like, and so that's why you think about those, it'd be like you becoming on these weird symbolizations when you get high. It's because it make you continue to think about it. You just don't let it go. Like that whole, is water wet? Like when you be thinking about, you be sitting there and look at some water, but instead of just letting it go, you continue to think about it, and your brain just continue making all these connections and assumptions. So it just makes you focus in and hone in on stuff like that. So even with like a taste bud, when you notice the taste of something, it just like will amplify it for you in a sense almost. It just keep you just locked in and focused on certain things for longer than you normally would. All right, so got the candles lit. So what is the energy that needs to be let go of? Now, yesterday, the energy that needed to be kept was number 9. It was the ancestor. Yesterday, the energy that needed to be kept, so it was in the middle position. It was in the second card. We had the ancestor. Now, it's the card that needs to be let go. As in, we've been in this process of receiving. And so I remember like throughout this summer and so there was some stuff that was going on, and it was like there's certain things that your body will go through when you are downloading information. Like your brain, your body has to be ready to receive certain information. Whether you've been in a certain time in a certain place, just sitting meditating, being in the sun, whatever it is, your body, you gotta go through certain stuff so you can have certain symptoms. And so sometimes you can download multiple gifts at one time, but then now it's like boom. So what I'm gonna kind of take this as is almost like you once you gotten that download, once you receive this information, your body has made this change. Now it's a time of like acclimation. Now it's a time to let the energy settle. It's like when you level up, all right, let's get used to this level first. And then once we master this level, then we'll level up and get a new download, new information. But let's master this level that we're at right now. Let's master this level that we're at right now. So the first energy needs to be let go of is that 9. Remember, it takes 9 steps for a manifestation to come into full fruition. It takes 9 months to make a baby. Like, just think, it takes 9. 9 is a very cyclic number. Every time you add 9 to something, that's when the cycle starts over. All right, ascendant of master numbers here. 9 and then 11. The 11, you do not break that down. That is an ascendant master number. And this is the scientist. And that's a card of, so with the scientist, and this is in the energy that needs to be kept. This is in the energy that needs to be kept. With the scientist, of course, you think about experimentation. You don't know if something's going to work or if it's going to fail until you try it out. So you see what works. And if it doesn't work, fine, you learned something new. But in order for you to learn that lesson, you had to try it out. Fine, then you try something else, like, oh, this does work. And you go through that. So whether, it doesn't matter what that is, even if you're trying to figure out what makes me happy, what makes me mad, what makes me sad. And it's like, well, you know what, I tried this and it made me sad. I tried this and it made me happy. But you gotta try it first. And so it's a card of experimenting, seeing what energy works with you, what sticks and what doesn't. Right now, I know what fucking makes me excited. You know what I'm saying? 9 is a very good number. Right now, we got 9 and then 11, 911, 911. That was a very important time in history, right? And so we got 9, now we got this 11, experimentation. The scientist, it's the scientist. That's the energy that needs to be kept. And so for me, I know that, because if you got to get clear, right? It's what sticks and what doesn't work. You got to get clear on what makes you happy and what doesn't make you happy. And you got to know that type of stuff. So that at any point in time, if you ever are feeling sad, you got to know what the cureness to your sad is. You got to know what the cure to your sadness is. You got to know the cure to your depression. You got to know what your happiness and what's your happy place. And if you know that, nope, I need some time to myself. I need to do this right now. I got to do this. You got to know what it is. And so, but it's experiment with that. So for me, I know I like making the visuals, and I like making the visuals with the cigars. So I already know putting those 2 and 2 together right there. It's like, I know what's making me happy. I know it's going to take. Or if I know that I like to talk a certain way, if I know I like to dress a certain way, I'm not going to then put myself in a position where I can't talk freely, or I got to dress a certain way. I don't get to wear what I want to wear. That's not a space that I need to be in. That's not for me. It's not going to make me happy. So we got to know those things. Got to know those things. All right. And last one is the energy that needs to be learned. I'm glad you have a favorite number. I'm glad you have a favorite number. Because it's like, what's your favorite number and why? Like KD number was 35, you know what I'm saying? But that 35 meant something to him. That 35 meant something to him. Kyrie number was 11. That 11, it was 11 and 2, but 11, 1 plus 1 is 2. So no matter, every time you see Kyrie, you know what I'm saying, it's not third, those numbers meant something to him. All right, next. Last one, energy that needs to be learned. Energy that needs to be learned. We got 14, which is the loner. 14, which is the loner. So let's read number 14. 14 is 5. 5 is change. So number 14, the loner. Let's see what the question is. The loner is about going it alone because others may indeed drag you backwards with the weight of their unnecessary opinions or baggage. Their weight with the weight of their unnecessary opinions or baggage. Be careful. You have got this. You can do this. And the outcome will be much better if you do progress alone. Could you rid yourself of something or someone at the moment? Energy will be much easier to get flowing if you ditch the load. The loner is not lonely. They are confident in their own space and with their own ways. And yet they do develop small circles of people. You just need the right people around you who you really can trust, which are firmly based on quality, interest, and common ground rather than quantity. Jesus had a lot of followers. He only chose 12. It's the quality of the company. All right. The question, what are you happy doing alone and have no need to share in order to feel content? What are you happy doing alone and have no need to share in order to feel content? So what am I happy doing alone? Well, you see, if I post the behind the scenes to any of my visuals, you see it's just me by myself running around the car. Like the one that has 3 of me in it, that was the most challenging edit that I've done to date. And it may not be the cleanest, but I was the most proud of that one. It's 15 minutes. If I post that, you'll see me literally in one outfit on top of the car, open the door over here, change clothes, walk on the other side and do the same thing. Come back, change clothes right here, all within 15 minutes. I'm like me changing clothes, showing off fashion. I was at the same time, one of them was reading my book. It's like, but those are things that I'm comfortable doing by myself. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's making the visuals, but it says, and no need to share. So no need to share. So sometimes even when I read a lot, but that's something that people don't necessarily see. And so they don't know that I you know what I'm saying, how much I really do value either education, like my numerology books or spirituality books. Like I really just read. I really just, you know what I'm saying, if I'm on the search for truth and gaining more knowledge. So things that you're happy doing alone and no need to share in order to feel content. So that part right there, with no need to share to feel content. Reading, I'm happy reading by myself. Playing games, I'll be playing games by myself sometimes too. And playing with my dog. Those are 3 things I know for sure that if I'm playing the game, I'm okay with playing the game. I don't got to share that. If I'm reading, I'm okay with that, doing that by myself, doing that alone, and playing with my dog. Me just being out in the open, going for a walk with my dog. That's something that I'm willing to. That's something that that makes me happy. That I do by myself, and I don't care to share that with other people. Like me being with my dog, reading, or playing games. That's how I can answer that question. That's how I can answer that question. All right, next, we're going to move to the Archeo deck. Archeo is short for archetypes. There are certain personalities that we have. There are certain characteristics that we can embody. And the Archeo deck kind of gives us an idea of energy that we should embrace and embody to help navigate us through the waters, or what's the other one? Or also surrounding energies as well. So going to the Archeo deck, you just need to get warmed up a little bit. All right. So what is the energy that we should embrace and embody? What is the energy that we should embrace and embody? What part of our personality will best serve us for today? What part of our personality will best serve us for today? What part of us will best serve us for today? All right. First one is the Hierophant. Now, this is a card of nostalgia. And this kind of reminds me, you see how she's like slightly fading away? Almost like in Avengers when Thanos snapped and then everybody started vanishing. So this is a card of nostalgia, looking back on the past. Now, the past, there's this quote that, and it has come up the quote hasn't come up a lot, but this message has come up a lot. like in my regular day life, on the people I'm around and stuff. Like I random. I randomly at night saw a guy. He was walking. He said, "This is the best day of my life." I'm like, okay, you know what I'm saying? But in my head, I'm like, okay, you know what I'm saying? But I was like, I like the energy, you know what I'm saying? He was like, but he kept going. And he said, yesterday is gone. Tomorrow isn't promised. And this is the only day that I have. So this is the best day of my life. And so the thing about that, and a lot of people say that in so many ways, the past is gone. And this is this High card, looking back on the past. And so the thing, what you do, how do you use the past? You look back at it and say, this is what this experience taught me. This is what I learned. Yes, I went through this, and it's not like I'm going back to this. You can't go back to the past. You can't go back and rewrite something. You can't go back and say something differently. You cannot change the past, but you can definitely mold the future by working with the energy in the present. Tomorrow, you know what I'm saying? Tomorrow has its own worries. Worry about today. Focus on the day. Seize the day. That's what they said. It's a okay. We used to say YOLO. You only live once. But there's an actual carpe diem. Carpe diem really means seize the day, seize the moment, seize the time. But use this past, when you look back and you reflect on the past, if it comes up, what did that moment teach you? What did this experience teach you? And so use the lessons taught. So we got the High card popping up. Learn from the past. Next, what is the energy that will best serve us for today? What is the energy that will best serve us for today? What energy should we embrace? What energy should we embody? We got two. My favorite, my spirit animal, of course, is the wolf, a card of deep intuition, understanding, and knowing. But right here, we also have this Mobius card, and there's two ways to look at it. You can focus on what's ending, that death here. You can focus on what has ended, whether it was a relationship, whether it's a job, career, connection, or you can focus on what's unfolding right before you. So this is a card of eternity, and seeing, look at the energy present. What's happening? How are you using this energy? And there's a life that's unfolding right before your eyes. But you got to close that chapter and move on to the next one. If you keep rereading the same, if you keep focusing on the past and what has ended and rereading the same chapter in your book, you won't be able to read the next chapter. All right? So let's read this next chapter. Let's see the life that's unfolding right before our eyes. But you remember, you're using those lessons. So it's kind of making some connections already here. You already see the High is the card looking back. Now you got the Death card into the eternity. Let's see what life is unfolding for us. What is the energy that we should embrace? What frequency should we align ourselves to? Energy, frequency. What energy, what frequency should we align ourselves to, embrace? And now we got the Alchemist. And again, now these three are for us. These three are for us. And definitely match up. A card of nostalgia. Looking back on the past that is dead. There's a new life unfolding right before us. And alchemy is a card of transforming one situation into another, transferring one thing into another, turning that energy, using the energy that's present to form a new world. And you always gotta, there's everything here. You see, there's a key here. You see the snake. You see this heart. You can almost see how that goes from black to red. There's the duality, and there's this movement. There's new world. There's new life unfolding right before our eyes. That's what the Mobius card is telling us. But with the Alchemist card is, you got to use what you have around you to create it. And you can create it. And we already had the loner, and we had the scientist of creation. It's experimenting with the tools that we have. All right, so let's see. The next are external influences and factors. The next are external influences and factors. But this is real good right here. Even with this alchemist card, creating our own world, and we had coming over top with that scientist of continuing to experiment. That's real good. Real good. Visuals today, boy. I'm just excited. We getting right. We getting right. All right. Definitely. I'm focusing on clean edits. I don't even know what music I want to use right now. I don't even know what music I want to use. We'll see. We'll work. Okay, I'm going to be walking. I got to take a long walk today. It's going to take me like 2 hours to walk over there and 2 hours to walk back. Don't care. Don't matter. I'm going to have a long time to think about it. So I'm going to listen to some music on the way. Next, again, this popped out yesterday. We had the healer, and it's coming out again today. Now with the healer, you focus on, what do you need to focus on? Mind, body, emotions. They're telling you something, and so it's good to get ahead of it. We working with the energy. You want to get ahead of it before it gets out of line. Like, you know that you may be dealing with a pain in your foot or in your side or wherever that's at, right? You might, that's letting your body, it's your body saying, show this part of your body some more attention. Relax a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Then, or even if it's your emotions, making yourself happy. Now, you can't overload on happiness, can you? Or, I guess you could. Self-indulgence, that's something to be mindful of. But if you are lacking that in your life, we have a healer here. So if you're lacking that happiness, that joy in your life, finding ways to bring more of it into your life. And mentally, even if you know mentally you need to take a break and unwind and relax, do that. All right, next. Arbiter. Blocking out external influences, going within and speaking our own truth. You see this truth and fairness popping up. And truth and fairness popping up. You see the sword and the scales. So, but this is coming up in external influences and factors. So, with the words, thoughts, and speech being communicated, how can you talk about yourself? Are you talking about yourself in a positive way? Are you thinking about yourself in a positive way? And then the dreamer. Yeah, so how much are you, if it's healing, you got this healing energy here, and then this comes up with blocking out external influences and factors, and you just going within and speaking your truth, and then it comes out with the dreamer, following your dreams day in and day out, and that's all that you focus on. How are you nurturing, speaking about your dreams? The things that you know what I'm saying? The parts that really make you know how to say your wildest dream, your wildest imagination. How much thought, time, energy are you really giving to that and speaking about it in a positive way to say that, you know, I really believe this. They was being funny with it on Threads, but I was like, you know, it's like, I like this. They said, for all 2024, I'm being Delulu until it's Cholulu. So being so delusional to have these crazy ideas and fantasies, but sticking right there with it and saying, you know what, I'm sticking with it no matter what. So for me, even with, right now, I'm sitting here thinking, I can be a Grand Theft Auto character, right? And I'm sticking with it. Grand Theft Auto don't come out until 2025. And they can easily add me as a character within the mix of any and all of this, it's gonna be so dope somehow to be able to tie into the game, to weave into the game, and sticking right there in that energy, sticking right there in that energy. So sticking with it. That's why I was like, you know, how do they be changing clothes on Grand Theft Auto? I need to remake one of them. It's gonna be so fun. But we don't know how they're gonna do it on the new game. So things to look at, things to note. But speaking very positive about your dreams, wishes, and aspirations. My dreams and wishes. I'm wishing to be, I'm dreaming to be, I'm desiring to be a billionaire cigar aficionado, psychic artist, right? YouTube content creator, Instagram influencer, model, you know what I'm saying? Cause, man, if you ever get a chance to go on the Polo Ralph Lauren website, cause I was like, man, let me go see the most expensive things that's on the Polo Ralph Lauren website. They got jackets for $5,000. You be like, damn. But there's a part of me that's like, bitch, I should better walk in this shit and get anything that I fucking want at any point in time. That's a feeling that I have. So some part of me, there's some on one of these timelines, right? You got to shift timelines, you got to jump timelines. There's some fucking part of me that feels like I can buy any fucking thing on the Ralph Lauren website. I should be getting all the exclusive merch from Yeezy. Yeezy coming out with, I said, shit, I don't know what the fuck Kanye doing. I still need that daggone, still desire that stem player. I'm still desiring the stem player from Kanye. I think I would, back then when it first came out, I was like, but I think I would have a lot of fun with that stem player right now. And they got some cool ones too. So the stem player, but I be feeling like Kanye should just, I'm like, yo, is Kanye dropping out new clothes, a new album, new merch? Like, what the fuck is going on? So, but he should be sending me that stuff first. I should be looking over all these niggas stuff before they put something out. I should be like, you shouldn't do this, or you should put this out, this and that third. I'm that type of curator. I don't know what Kanye got going on. I don't know what Kanye about to release, but I'm like, nigga, you need to have me model this shit before you put it the fuck out. And I should be able to say, I should have some, say like, hire me as a Yeezy brand consultant and model. So I'm like, yeah, this shit is good. We're not putting this shit the fuck out. Take this back, switch this out. This how these should be the colors here. Switch up the color scheme here. I'm that, yo. You know what I'm saying? When the games is coming out, before Grand Theft Auto come out, I'm like, give me this shit first. Give me my shit. Give me the exclusive. That's what the fuck I need to be going on. Grant, they didn't send me. Then and I see. Well, I need to see like, okay, this is my character in this shit. Okay, let me play as my character real quick. Let me see if I like my character. They gotta let me. I gotta see how my character gotta be the falsiest fucking character in the new Grand Theft Auto, bitch. But yeah, my character should just be getting like random gifts from Polo and Yeezy and Nike and all the brands. That should just send. This is me. And mind you, all I did was wake up today. I watched a little bit of Peaky Blinders and I came here. So nothing's involved. I just need this shit, right? Oh, that means I also gotta get my I gotta get some energy drinks. Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm fucking lit. I'm gonna get an energy drink, so I'm really about to be up. I might get a couple energy drinks. I might be charged up out this bitch. See, I was thinking to just go straight to the daggone cigar shop. I gotta get my energy drinks. I get my Monsters and my RockStars. I gotta get this shit. I'm turned up. I'm about to be hype as a bitch. I'm about to be hype as a bitch. I might get the energy drinks. Oh yeah, Monster, RockStar, all the energy drinks companies. I should be tasting all their flavors, all the good flavors on that. Cereal brands, every fucking thing. Every fucking brand in the world. See, this is me being delusional. All right. Every fucking brand in the world should send me free merch so I can do reviews on this shit. I'm gonna smoke my cigars. I'm have all the iPhones before they fucking come out and be like, I don't like this shit, or I do like this or this and that. I just play with all the fucking iPhones, all the new phones. What's the one guy, I forget his name. MBK something, whatever his name is. But he got the interview Elon. I forget his name, but now they send this nigga phones. They send this nigga the phones first, and he says, and he gives a full fucking review on this shit. It's all the Androids and the iPhones. So they need to, but I need to be the. See, there's always this class of people. Let me get to that. There's always, fuck it. There's all these class of people, and it's like, well, what about the other? Like, okay, so I remember him talking. He was like, you know, Apple is the luxury phone brand. And when you sit there and look at it, it's like they don't give a fuck about certain you know, accessories and this and that. They're the fucking luxury brand. So, and decided to just talk. He's like, Android is that fucking common brand. So, but I feel like they should be sending everybody. I don't care who the fuck it is. Tesla needs to send me all the new fucking cars, Lamborghini, Ferrari. I need all them shits to test drive them shits to fuck. I don't care what the fuck it is. I should be reviewing everything first. I need everything first. The Jeep, that Jeep that is going to go underwater, bitch, let me test it out first. I ain't testing out in deep waters though, but I'm gonna test it out in some calm waters. Put me in a fucking commercial. I'll advertise that shit. I'll advertise the fuck out of that shit. Now picture, it's a Jeep. Oh shit. All right, because Jeep is supposed to come out with this, it's supposed to be a Jeep that goes underwater soon, right? Now, that's a whole fucking shit, because you think about, there used to be people to kill themselves. They'd be like, drive that fucking car off the cliff, right, and into the water. But if your Jeep is made for this shit, that shit knows what fucking applies. Anyway, what I just kind of pictured myself is me underwater, right? And I'm doing my cigar talk visuals. So yeah, that shit is fucking fire. I'm underwater in my Jeep smoking a cigar. Bitch. That's gonna be part of the commercial. It's gonna start off under the water. You're gonna be like, it's like they watching my YouTube channel or something, or I'm giving a review on some shit, and then I'm lighting this shit up, smoking my cigar, and then the camera backs out, and be like, oh shit. So it's gonna be like, this is how the commercial gonna be. It's gonna be me smoking in the damn underwater. It's gonna be me in the Jeep, but you don't know I'm underwater yet. I'm gonna be in the Jeep, this and third, boom, boom, boom. But I might have like the windows like covered or some shit, and then I'm gonna flip the shit open. I'm gonna have like, it's gonna be like a painting that I painted. I'm gonna paint the picture, and that's gonna be the blinds over the window. But then I'm gonna pull the blinds up, and you gonna see I'm really underwater. And then the camera gonna go out, and you're gonna see some dolphins and some whales and shit. And then the camera gonna go out above the sky. That shit's fucking lit, just like that. This is how I talk, and this is how people need to be. This is how we fucking need to be. That right there made me happy, right? How are you speaking? How are you feeling? Following your intuitions day in, following your dreams, your wishes day in and day out. How are you talking about them and believing in them? Whew, right there on the spot, I just made a commercial for you. Just like that. I just made a commercial. Just like that. Anything that was ever created was once a thought first. It was a thought before it was created. Let's go. All right, last three here. We got three more. The midwife carrying concept to fruition. Now, if you've seen and you've been watching my videos, that's what I wanted to remember off this card. Carrying concept, idea to fruition, bringing it to life. She's fed, and I always mix those two sentences up, but I always say she's created millions of times over, but she's fed the hungry and the starving harvest. Millions. Oh, she's given birth to millions of creations. She's fed the starving artist thousands and millions and countless times over. She brings originality. She moves you from cliche to originality. So I like when the midwife card comes out. I really do like when the midwife card comes out. Next, we got the trickster. Now, when the trickster ever pops up, what happens with the trickster? Oh, the trickster pops up. It's about, what is plan B? Plan B is to make plan A work. It's, you don't get discouraged, you don't detour, it's, you stick with the plan. This is, can you laugh through it? Can you laugh around it? Can you work with that energy to still create? And so, whenever this pops up, it's making sure you stick to the plan. Something's gonna happen to kind of throw you off. But if it throws you off, did you ever really want it? Did you ever really, not did you ever really want it, but did you ever really, yeah, did you ever really want it? If somebody can tell you no one time, and then you just completely give up on this shit, why do you think that you'll be deserved of any abundance? If somebody can tell you no one time and you just give up, if somebody can shut you down on something that makes you happy by just saying you no, or this is not good, or you shouldn't do this one time, do you deserve it? And that's what this trickster energy does. Or even if it's not that, if somebody, can you keep going when somebody tells you no? Can you fight through rejection, however that pops up? How Rocky said, it's not about how many times you get hit or get knocked down. It's, can you get the fuck back up and fight another fucking fight? Like sometimes that's how you win a fight. Sometimes that's how you win a fucking fight. Woo! Oh, the energy want to pop out now. You see, the magician was the only one right there. But it's live to fight another day. It's live to fight another day. Can you fight through rejection? Can they tell you no 1,000,000 times and you get back up 1,000,001? Sometimes that's what I was trying to say. Sometimes that's how you win a fight. Sometimes you win a fight just because you last longer than the other person. They I forget who was it, but sometimes I think that was one of the fights Rocky had to do. He was like, shit, I don't hit harder than this nigga. This nigga's more skilled than me, but he can't keep throwing punches. At some point, this nigga gonna get tired. At some point, this nigga gonna give the fuck up. And the only reason I beat this nigga is because I could take a fucking punch and I could outlast him. I had more endurance. That's what that's about. That's what that's about. Last one. Got the warrior. The warrior popped up. Got the warrior. And this is Mr. Invincible. And this is being able to protect yourself, hold your own if provoked. We walk, like you gonna walk around when you know that, you know what I'm saying, you good. Or you know that you are protected, then you move differently. Knowing that you have protection, you move differently. But if somebody is to provoke you, you will squash all that. You defend yourself. You know how to defend yourself. So that means you're gonna have to know how to fight. And you don't know how to, you're not gonna know how to fight if you've never been in a fight. So, but you talk different, you move different if you know how to protect yourself. All right, let's move into the tarot. Let's move into the tarot portion. Let's add some clarification. And let's see, we already got the Queen of Wands. Go after what we want. That's fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sag. All right. So, what is the advice for today? What is the energy we should embrace for today? What is the advice for today? What is the advice for today? What is the energy we should embrace and embody? Woo! I see the Wheel of Fortune. I see Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords. Brand new start and beginning. Some truth and clarity here. Ideas, inspiration. And even the Wheel of Fortune. Receiving karmic rewards at the end of this. But what flew out here? Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups is scattered energy. Cups is water energy. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Referring to our emotions and our relationships. There's good cups, there's bad cups. You choose. You have the choice though. You have an option of what are you going to allow? What are you going to entertain? And so, but that's a card of being spoiled for choice. Being spoiled for choice. Alright, what is the advice for today? What is the energy for today? What is the advice for today? What is the energy for today? All right, now we got a court card. Could represent a person, younger energy, Aries, Leo, Sag. And so we got Wands. Wands is fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sag. But this is also a card of being able to play, have fun. And you see how they're looking at the wand, but they're not using it. You know what I'm saying? So this is a card that encourages you to just have fun and create. It is a page. So maybe even communication about that. So for like this morning, I'm thinking of how I can use this wand in the visuals, low key or high key. I'm thinking of just like pointing at the shoe and then the shoes change or some shit. I'm thinking to use these in the fucking shit, in the visuals today. So when you see the visuals today, I might be using this wand, and I found this daggone wand, so I gotta use it somehow. I haven't used it in visuals yet, but look, that was the wand. That page of wands, you gotta use it. Gotta use it. All right, so next, what is the advice for today? What is the energy that we should embrace and embody? What is the advice for today? All right, now we got this Four of Swords. Now this isn't an action-oriented card. It's a card of resting so that you can receive. Swords is air energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And so this person's resting here and thinking, meditating, reflecting. And so I'm gonna add some clarification to that. All right, at the bottom of the deck, we see the Two of Pentacles, which is juggling some earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. But just straight like that, it was water, fire, and air. You know what I'm saying? So we're seeing all the signs come out. We're seeing all the signs show themselves today right now. And even like that, all the signs showing themselves. Alchemy. Using everything, all the elements to create. Using all the elements to create. And we literally had water, fire, air, and even earth. We have everything showing itself. So we got to work with that energy. And that already came up for us. The Alchemist card was the last one. All right, so let's add some clarifiers to this. Let's add some clarifiers to that. And then we'll be done with the reading. And I'm going to be going for a walk. And so I'm going to be meditating, thinking about the visuals for today. The visuals got to be fucking immaculate. Because I was looking back at them, and it's like, when I look at, because I'm always about progress. And so when I look back at some of them, I'm like, okay, this one right here, this one is probably one I like the most. This is probably one of the cleanest edits. Or this visual right here is, oh, so like I said, the one that has 3 of me, that was my most challenging one, but it's one of my favorites. But it's not the cleanest. That's what I was trying to call it. It took a lot to get it to edit that one, and so that edit isn't my cleanest edit, but it's one of my favorite and my most challenging. And then one of my other edits, some of my other ones, they're clean edits. But that'd be the other part of, like, with the engagement sometimes, that like that's one thing I be working on, yo. Like, other people's, and it's like I notice it, and that's one thing I'm sitting here looking at, like, my shorts, for the most part, I take the time to really like put in the time and the patience and edit them and this and that, boom, boom. But and they're clearly artistic visuals. You know what I'm saying? They're more artistic music video shorts and stuff like that. But like the Graffiti Jungle, Chief Gihareh, all of those are real, you know what I'm saying, edits and whatnot. Like those music video edits, remixes, shorts. But you know, some of the other stuff, I'm trying to explain the difference in my content and their content. I don't know. I just don't know. Like there's sometimes like, yo, this is what y'all sharing and liking, and then the third boom, boom, boom. And it actually be like some cringy content. It's cringy content. Like people will share some cringy, weird content and like and stuff, but it's like, yo, this is actually some clean, some dope, edited, well thought out, planned out content, and working with the energy behind that. Cause man, I'm tapping in with any and all of that stuff. Like, so what I kind of got to do now is just, you know, a card of, you know what I'm saying, experiment and see what works inside third. Like this is what, like, cause they have this thing where you can like attach related videos, and so easily like you can find a different video on social media, screen record it, post it, and you kind of go with the trend, So whatever artist, so like Kanye's weird because he posts real cryptic is out there, boom, boom, and you know, so you gotta figure out the right one to be able to get from there. But like for instance, I watched Drewski's Houston auditions, and he was like, comment which one's your favorite ones or which the funniest ones, whatever. I screen recorded it, posted it as an edit, and it got like whatever thousand views or whatever. So what I just did was, you know what, I'm gonna link this to my last short just to get a couple extra views, just in case somebody, whoever, that many people looking at it, is gonna tap into this one. And then so eventually it did link to a couple more views on another short, and then somebody commented on it. And so but they commented, I didn't know what that person said, but then I looked at the album and I was like, oh, that was a song on the album, so I went back and listened to the album. So it's stuff like that. I'm just trying to work with it. And so I could try to do something like that, you know, either wait or see how it goes about. But finding those little social media, but it's like whoever you follow. So I know I follow Drewski, I follow Lotto or this and the third. So finding some of their stuff, right, and then screen recording it, posting it, and then because that's going to be a trending whatever, right? Screen recording or posting whatever, one of their stuff, and then that's what people are just gonna watch. They're gonna watch some celebrity, right? They're gonna watch whatever celebrity is out there, boom, 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 and they'll be looking for that, searching it. So your stuff will pop up, and then putting your stuff right there. As especially like now it's easier to link the videos together. So link the video to the next video, and that could be a way of just ramping up both visuals type of thing. I see. All right. Tap into it and then let's go. So the first card we're clarifying is this Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups. All right. Seven of Cups. Energy behind that. What is the advice for today? What is the energy for today? What is the advice for today? Yeah, I'm gonna have a lot of time to meditate when I take these walks, but we're gonna see. What is the advice for today? What is the energy for today? All right, now we have, with the Seven of Cups, we got the Hierophant. With the Seven of Cups, we got the Hierophant. Now, Hierophant is about learning. This is a card of education and learning, wisdom, some type of intelligence, but it's going to come from an outside source. The Hierophant teaches, blesses those, the strong and the weak. It doesn't matter who it is. When the student is ready, the teacher will appear. And so the Hierophant is that card of some type of information, knowledge, or wisdom coming from an external and out source. And then, even Ace of Pentacles right there. Ace of Pentacles, again, another new start. Financial, healing our finances. All right, next. So let's see next. We're at the Page of Wands. Next, we're clarifying this Page of Wands, this court card. It's the only court card that has popped up here. It's the only court card that has popped up here. What is the advice for today? What is the energy we should embrace and embody? What is the advice for today? What is the energy we should embrace and embody? All right, with the Page of Wands, we have the Strength. And the strength is conquering those primal instincts, those primal fears, conquering all of that, and having the courage and strength to push forward. It's going to take everything in you, but you got to have mastery over self to continue to push forward, especially with whatever you're creating. So, all right, last one. Yep, I know I'm gonna have to take this walk there. I'm gonna take this walk back, so. Queen of Wands. So another court card. Wands, Aries, Leo, Sag. The Queen does what she wants, gets what she wants. And so, taking charge, taking action. Yeah, the last part. Now, what's missing out of this read? We see High Priestess here. See the High Priestess and the Hierophant? Okay. That's a match made in heaven, right? Now, what overtook the reading? We had fire with the Page of Wands, the Strength, and the Queen of Wands. So that is definitely a lot of action. That's all action orientated. Action orientated with the Strength and the Queen of Wands. That's only encouraging us to take action and pursue our creative endeavors. Then, what's next? Fire took over. What was lacking was the earth energy. No earth popped up. It kind of showed itself in the Ace of Pentacles. But again, that's a new start, brand new beginning, healing our finances, beginning to heal those. And so, I know what I'm going to do for today. I am going to walk, and I'm going to use, officially, now that I have, first card that went in here was the Pimp card. The Pimp card. And so, what's the first thing I'm gonna buy with this? An energy drink. First thing I'm gonna buy is an energy drink. Then I buy a cigar. All right, this has been another episode of Tangential Thoughts Chat Show. I'm your Chief Gihareh, leader of the Kim Dynasty and the Spiritual Bandits, because we take our abundance, we don't ask for what's so rightfully ours. And I'll see you on